Alright, another video response to Nick TheModernMystic. Just watched this video just after I posted my video, and so he's responding to Joe again, and his point basically is that, Joe is basically saying, well, we could just increase wages in this country or something. I didn't see the Joe video, and everything would be okay, and blah blah blah. Nick's basically making the point that all the jobs go to the cheapest labor, and that's the scenario. And I'll again argue with Nick that it's like in the plantation South. You had slave laborers. So does that mean your whole economy falls apart and nobody does any other work anymore? Nobody makes shoes, and nobody makes wagons, and nobody paves roads, and nobody builds houses, and nobody does anything else anymore because it's all just the slave laborers. They're the only people that work. And I think that's crap. No, you exploit the free labor you're getting, the evil labor, I'll call it. But let's just say it was ethical, and it's just the way it is. It's the way of the world. So you're going to get this free work out of a whole bunch of people, this extra work. There's still plenty of work to do. There's still plenty of things to make better, improve, all that kind of crap. So why not do that stuff? Why not make more public libraries and better colleges and better internets and better Googles, and the public could invest in all kinds of things. It could invest in a better insurance company, one that's more efficient and less rich profiteering assholes gleaning huge productivity out of the company. So yeah, there's ways of doing things, there's ways of investing money that are so much more efficient, and there's more work to be done. There's more lavishness to live in. So there's bigger houses to have, and more energy to have, and more food to have, and more pies to bake. They don't all get baked by the same people. And yes, there's certain valuables, commodities, things that people really want, the iPods and the technologies and the little touchy-feely car things and all this other little stuff. And maybe that stuff will have to be done with the slave labor thing, because everybody's going to want that as cheap as possible. But there's lots of other stuff that can be done that will be socially productive, and even if the government subsidized it, even if we did it at a loss, it would still be a gain, theoretically, because in the long term it would be very good for the society to have people working and investing in more say productive pursuits like alternative energy, like even the space program kind of thing. I mean, really kind of stupid in the main objective, picking up a moon rock. Yeah, let's go spend $10 billion to go get a moon rock. Okay, it doesn't sound very productive, but obviously the pursuit of it's highly productive in that it created all kinds of technology and innovation and problem solving and troubleshooting that create all kinds of efficiencies. So there's great value in that kind of an investment, and that's the kind of thing we can be doing here at home, that we don't have to export to Mexico or China or someplace else. And the only reason why the investment doesn't get made is because we have a capitalist economy, and the capitalists they will not let go of their money unless they're going to get a big fat profit in return. And the point is that when government spends the money, it doesn't need a profit. It doesn't have to make money on the deal. And so government can do it much more efficiently. And you can certainly organize not-for-profit businesses. You can have efficient services, that aren't run by, government unions are a disaster, and you got to avoid that. But things like public libraries function really well. They've got volunteers, you got some paid employees. The whole thing works pretty damn good, pretty damn productive. So there's lots of ways to do it that it will function. And if you can avoid things like teachers' unions and government employee unions and other kinds of crap that'll fuck up any kind of public initiative, it's real doable, this whole we don't need the owner thing. We don't need the fucking owners, Nick. You're deluded to think that us little humans with our big giant brains can't figure out how to do anything without having some owner telling us where to go and how to walk and how to be productive. No, we can do it quite fine without them exploiting us and taking a big giant profit out of our productive work. So whatever. But it's just it's silly to think that that there's nothing else to do. There's no other value to add. So if you have a bunch of slaves, there's certainly more work to get done. There's certainly more stuff to do that just the slaves aren't going to be doing. Other people can do the work too. So it's just a bogus argument. And the wage scales don't have to have anything to do with each other. And yeah, I mean, it's that whole consumer, producer, producer, consumer. I mean, they're just going to be interchangeable, and they got to feed each other. And they just don't need no rich owner to glean profit off the whole damn exchange and destroy the productivity of it. Huge profit. Huge, gigantic, preposterous profit. They're giant fucking parasites, Nick. You know, damn, I just don't know how I can't understand the word parasite. It's like the concept escapes you. I mean, it's just so fucking obvious what goddamn leeches these people are.